you can actually sell copper pennies right now. People are buying them. Now that the US Mint has finally minted the very last penny, what should you do with yours? Let's talk about it. Should you be holding onto these coins in hopes that maybe copper rises just like silver and gold? This coin actually sold for $840,000 at auction. This is the end of the penny. Look at all the articles online. Now, what do you do with your pennies? Do you actually go cash them into your bank? And I used to go to the bank and get boxes of these penny rolls, but now this is probably gonna be the last box I ever get from the bank. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna do with these penny rolls and what maybe you should consider doing. Now, we're all aware pennies prior to 1982 are worth more than 1 cent just in its metal value. After 1982, they started producing mostly zinc pennies. Those are 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. They're not really that valuable. But prior to 1982, these coins were 95% copper. So if we look at this little algorithm here, copper price per pound is currently at $4.94, basically 95 cents. It's 95% copper. Zinc is currently at $1.45 per pound. You know, you're looking at only 5% zinc in these old 1982 and prior pennies, and those pennies will weigh 3.1 grams. All right, so in 1982, that was the transitional year. Everyone's familiar with that. Pennies in 1982, some are mostly zinc, some are mostly copper. How do you know which one you have? You just weigh it. The copper pennies will weigh 3.11 grams on average, and the zinc pennies that don't have much copper only weigh around 2.5 grams. We want the 3.1 gram pennies. All right, so we're calculating 95% copper value and 5% zinc value here, and basically what it comes out to is that each copper penny prior to 1982, if melted down, is worth around 3 cents or a little over 3 cents just in copper and zinc value. All right, so they're almost triple the value. Now, what do you do with your pennies? Do you actually go cash them into your bank or even a Coinstar? One, I would never recommend a Coinstar. They take way too much money. You can go cash them into the bank for free. So why would you take it to a Coinstar and get charged 10 or 15%? That's just insanity. Don't do that. Should you hoard the pennies? Should you be holding onto these coins in hopes that maybe copper rises just like silver and gold? An old silver coins, an old silver quarter is currently worth around $10 just in silver. 25 cents to $10, that's a huge jump. Will the same happen with copper pennies? Well, maybe not. But should you just cash them into the bank for 1 cent a piece if the copper pennies are worth over 3 cents a piece? I don't think so. First thing I think you should do is look for mint errors on every single penny you have before you actually cash it in or decide what you want to do with those pennies. Let's just not forget about the famous 1943 copper penny. In 1943, they only made steel pennies, so if you find one that's copper, it's worth life-changing money. This coin actually sold for $840,000 at auction. So that is just one example of a super rare penny you can look for. Now, it's a needle in a haystack, but there are $100 pennies, $50 pennies, $500 pennies, $90 pennies that you can actually look for in your coin jar, in your coin collections, wherever you have all of your change. And that's what I teach you in my book, A Guide to Coin Hunting. And the good thing is, my book, A Guide to Coin Hunting, is not just about pennies. I actually show you quarters, nickels, dimes, half dollars, dollars, modern coins, older coins, different errors to look for in this book. You guys can pick it up at couchcollectibles.com. I'll also have that on my coin mats, of course. The coin roll hunting mat. Should we keep the pennies on the coin roll hunting mat if they're just gonna, get rid of the penny? I don't know. But this is also available at couchcollectibles.com right now. It's basically 5 coin mats in one. You got the nickel, penny, half dollar, dime, and quarter. Best coin roll hunting mat on the market by far. Super soft, rubber for your coins, 24 inches wide, shows you rare dates and errors to look for on your coins. And it's Black Friday, guys, so everything is discounted at the max discount possible. If you guys want awesome coin collecting supplies, we are going to sell out of every item before December the 31st, 2025. We will not restock until February of next year. So if you want a coin mat, coin book, all the other products that we have, we're even gonna have some items that are listed at $1 or $2. Go to couchcollectibles.com right now. Make sure you guys pick them up. And don't forget about my brand new coin packs Coin Hits by Couch Collectibles. Check this out. Hey collectors, unlock the thrill of the hunt with Coin Hits coin packs from yours truly, Couch Collectibles. Each pack has a professionally graded coin by ICG, independent coin graders. Only 500 packs total, super limited release, and there's 10 ultra rare gold coins to chase, or snag one of the 300 premium silver coins, hunt for one of the 90 copper coins, or even score one of the 100 clad coins. You never know which treasure you'll hit. Pre-33 gold coins, $5 American gold coins, silver half dollars, silver Morgan dollars, silver proof coins, silver quarters. Don't underestimate the large copper cents, or even the very sought after West Point minted W mint mark quarters, and even the clad 1996 W mint mark low mintage Roosevelt dimes. Hunt all 4 labels, the Golden Grail 1 of 10, Silver Stash 1 of 300, Couch's Clad Hit 1 of 100, or Couch's Copper Hit 1 of 90. And we're taking every pack, throwing them in here, and mixing it up real nice for you guys. Good luck. I hope someone strikes gold. Coin Hits available on CouchCollectibles.com. Full coin list available at CouchCollectibles.com. So again, they produced a lot of pennies in 1982, some that were zinc, some that were copper, but don't forget about the large date and the small date. That is something you definitely want to look for. If you find a 1982 penny with the small date where the 2 is curved, you see the difference here between a small date and a large date. Look at the 2, look at the middle of the 2, you can see how it's curved on the small date. That's what you want, all right? And then you also want it to weigh 3.1 grams, and you also want the D mint mark to be below the date 1982 itself. So 1982 small date, D mint mark, weighs 3.1 grams. That is a super rare penny that you can look for that's worth a lot of money. Now, of course, everyone's freaking out. This is the end of the penny. Look at all the articles online. A penny short, US Mint's final 1-cent coins after 230 years of in circulation. Rest in peace, 1792 to 2025, the 1-cent coin. And look at the penny roll prices, guys, right now. 2025 penny rolls, you get 2 rolls, which is $1 face value, 50 cents a roll, for $20 plus $5.50 shipping. People are selling $1 or $20. It's crazy. Of course, people are always searching for mint errors on new 2025 coins. They will be doing the same next year in 2026, just not for the penny, but for quarters, nickels, dimes, and other coins. But the hype behind the 2025 penny being the last year of the 1-cent coin is just incredible. $20 for 2 rolls of pennies. And I love this article here because a grocery store chain is letting people cash in their pennies for twice the value. All right, so I already told you the copper pennies are worth 3 cents, 3 cents a piece. This grocery store is saying, hey, we'll give you 2 cents for every penny you come in and bring us, basically. And what they're going to do is they basically give it to you in a form of a gift card, and it like maxes out at like $200 or whatever. But it's money that they're taking in the pennies. They're probably cashing them in or whatever they're gonna do with them. Maybe they'll make some money off of them. And they're giving you a gift card that you're gonna come back and spend that money at their location. So it makes sense for them, and it's actually pretty wise of them. It's a great marketing strategy for their grocery store. So maybe check your local grocery store and see if they're offering some kind of similar thing. If you're not into looking for mint errors or saving your coins for copper value down the road, maybe potentially we will be able to cash those in for a lot more copper value than we currently can at 3 cents per coin. Or you could just post them online. Go to a site like eBay or whatnot and sell the copper online. You can literally sell it by the bag, by the pound, by the quantity of coins. You can actually sell copper pennies right now. People are buying them. And of course, we have the US Mint article. Basically, they hosted a historical ceremony for the final strike of the last 1-cent coin here in the United States. United States Treasurer Brandon Beach struck the final circulating 1-cent coin, or Lincoln penny, and that's 232 years of production for the Lincoln cent. So it's a sad, sad day Rest in peace, the 1 cent coin, or the penny. Some people get mad because I call it the penny when it's really a 1 cent coin. If they only understood SEO. And also in this article, it goes on to say that, the cost of making the 1 cent coin actually rose in, recent years from 1.42 cents to make a 1 cent coin to 3.69 cents. That means it is costing or costed the US Mint or the government almost 4 cents to produce a 1 cent coin. Donald Trump may have been right by, eliminating this cost. And nowadays, people are using digital payments. I'm talking not even plastic, guys, not even credit cards anymore. People are just going tap and go directly from their phone. The credit card is linked to their phone. The phone, you tap, you pay, you may get scammed. I don't know. If they get rid of cash, if they get rid of coins and the power grid goes out, what will you do? I hope you have some gold and silver. Because if we get rid of cash, there's no ATMs, there's no banks, there's no electricity. How are you going to purchase any item? It is definitely becoming a more digital world, and it's sad to see the 1 cent coin go. So rest in peace, Lincoln Penny. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.